Hi guys and girls, welcome back to my channel. I do hope you're doing well. A little impromptu video because you were supposed to have snack surprise, but I didn't get around to having time to film it. So you've got a little impromptu first one from St Lucia. You may hear a little bit of background noise. There are still pool activities going on, so I do apologise for that if you do hear, but it feels like we're back in last year, don't we? We are in the robes, we're chilling, I've got a bottle of beer. It's not Red Stripe this year, it is Piton. And we have a little guest behind the camera this year. Dan is chilling in the background. So, yes, we're in our matching robes and it's been a very lovely day. You might be able to tell by my face, I caught the sun a little bit today. And I was like, what can I do for a video? And I thought, you know what? Why don't I just do a video to say thank you? And you're probably thinking, why are you doing a video to say thank you, Shan? But I think if you've been with me the past few weeks, there was a message that I saw and it was very fitting. They said, what is going on? The trolls are out at the moment. We have been getting a little bit of, I don't know, just moody people lately, guys. And I think, I don't know, a lot of you say, Shan, don't entertain it, but I think, you know what? I'm all here for, if people want to voice opinions, that's absolutely fine. But when it's just rude and it's nasty and it's condescending and people say things sometimes and don't think of the bigger repercussions that could be taking place. So I now do my thing of what I call your 5 minutes of fame. I think if you've taken that time to leave a message, by all means, I will always reply to you, and you'll get a special little community post to have a little dedication where I can reply back to you. And funny enough, I haven't had many that reply back to me after that. No, but as I say, what it does show is everyone's support out there who genuinely actually enjoys watching the channel, who isn't watching it just to tear it down or just to talk about it in a group chat or leave comments. So thank you for those who are actually watching it and being nice. We are in a world and a day of age, guys, where it seems like no one can just pick each other up anymore. Or we pick each other up, but people want to put backhanded comments. Or people, in essence, just want to tear each other down. They're not happy with other people's successes or journeys of life. And I just think, if I, like you guys, if I saw something on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, any platform, and I didn't like it, I wouldn't sit there and spout what I didn't like. I would literally just swipe off. I don't have time for that. I mean, the people who leave these comments, I'd love to know what you're doing with your time to have the time to do that, because I feel like I could use a few spare hours a day, not just to bash people, but actually to try and be a bit more productive. It does make me laugh, the comments that I see back from you guys. And as I say, it's just the thing to say thank you for the support, because you guys, a lot of you have been around with me from well into my first year. Some of you are even still newbies here on the channel and you're like, just found your channel, or like, I'm a silent watcher, but I don't agree with this, la la la. And I'm like, it's all good. Productive and realistic criticism is all there. However, there is one topic that seems to keep floating up and up and up. And I'm like, I never really breached on it much, but we're doing a sit down with Shan. And the sit down with Shan this month is all going to be about to do with body image and how we deal with trolls and how we see ourselves and certain aspects of what can be involved when we don't like what we see. And I've never really spoken about my relationships with food. Like you guys see on the channel now, I love my food. I have, I'd say, a healthy relationship with food. My portion sizes, yes, they could decrease, but I'll deal with that once we're back off holiday. I mean, we're coming into autumn and winter. I just want the bread, I want the soups, I want the stews, I want the pies, I want the pastries. It's bulking season right now. For autumn and winter, it's bulking season. So you guys have always seen me on like a generally good side with food. However, it hasn't always been like that. And as much as I'm very much like, brush it off, la-di-da, have your comments, etc, etc. When you do have point specific comments that are, say for example, weight related, I've always been open with you guys from the beginning of this year to August when I weighed myself. I put on half a stone. Now we all fluctuate, and within that, I don't actually think half a stone is too bad for the amount that, say for example, me and Mum have been out and done, me and Dan have been out and done, we've been away. Like, it could be a lot worse. I mean, it could be better, but I'm enjoying myself. I've always been very open with body image and everything like that. So it does make me laugh when I get certain comments and people will say certain things in it. I'm like, you've clearly not listened to the beginning of the video. One that jumps out to me, I think it was it Shein or a Primark haul? And I had various comments being like, this outfit was too tight on you, la la la. At the beginning of that video, I was like, guys, being very honest here, it is Mother Nature, so I'm a bloat as well, and I've just ate a KFC wing box. It doesn't mean I'm going to sit there and starve myself to film the video. I'm going to film the video in my body state, but I will look a bit more podgier because, number one, Mother Nature bloats me to about 4 months pregnant, and I've just stuffed my face with a big KFC. And then I had comments of, that outfit was too tight on you, la la la, and I was like, you didn't clearly watch. You're just nitpicking. You're not watching the whole videos. I think people are very quick to jump on bandwagons and jump on certain things, and I just think, if people knew bigger pictures, maybe people wouldn't be so judgmental in this world. And as I say, I brush it off. There have been some where I've been a bit, and then you do kind of start to question things because old things may start to creep back. For example, we had one just before we was coming away on holiday, and that night when we went down for dinner, the first thing I started doing again was looking at the calories on the dishes, to which I chose something and then was like, no, I'm going to go for something that's half the calories, and Dan got a little bit annoyed at that. But here we have no calories, and I've been eating good. We've both been eating good, didn't we?
Yeah.
But it's just sometimes how little things can subliminally trigger you into old habits without you actually realising, and then sometimes before you know it, you're back down that path. And I think people have to think of bigger consequences. I like to think I'm quite tough-skinned and quite, it is what it is. But some people might not be like that. And if you're spouting this type of, it can be classed as abuse, to be perfectly honest. If you're spouting that off, you don't know what people have dealt with previously, as I say. And I will probably speak a little bit about it in the sit down with Shan, like my experiences with food and how I was growing up. And it hasn't always been like, yeah, eat what you want and all that, because you always have something will niggle in you, and then you kind of think, oh, well, I know if I do that, I can drop weight like that. I know if I do that, it will look like I've eaten and I haven't, and then I don't have the calories. Like, it starts to bring in those little demons that you think, you try so hard and you overcome so much to get away from that side and be able to go out and enjoy life. Just to have maybe some keyboard warriors, let's put it politely, to think that they can just bash down. It's not just to do with weight. We've had quite a few random comments, people still commenting on stuff that really isn't relevant to them, and I just think, get over it. I liked, a lot of you guys was like, have a nice holiday, relax, like, it is what it is. You seem so funny, darling.
Sorry.
He seems a little world of his own. People said, like, have a good holiday, relax, don't let any dramas unfold. And then there we was, sitting in the hotel, and I was like, oh my God, drama's already starting. We ain't even left the airport this year. But yeah, we want this to be a drama-free holiday. Like, be done with it. I think next year, I'm 30, Dan's 35. I'm already in my NFG era. If you don't know what NFG is, Google it, because they might demonetize me now if I was to say what NFG is. But it's, well, no, it shouldn't. No, boop, given. We're in that era. And I think definitely coming into 30, I'm like, I'm well and truly in my era now, but I think come next year it will be a point blank, like, done. We're not entertaining that, not tolerating that. Done, dusted. Because I think you only have, you have one shot around, and I can't be bothered to dealing with people's pettiness, people's keyboard warrioriness. Like, if you had the balls to come up and say that to me in the street, fair dues. But if you're sitting behind a camera, not sitting behind a camera, I'm behind the camera here. If you're sitting behind a keyboard, you have a fake name, you don't have a picture on your profile, bore off. Literally bore off. And if you create accounts just to find my channel in amongst the millions and millions of YouTube channels, you create an account 7 hours ago and you happen to come across one of my videos, I mean, your girl must be going viral if that's happening and appearing on people's For You page. But just bore off, because I actually could not think how time consuming and what a drain of energy to create an account, to go and bash someone, and then I publicly call people out now on it, and then they don't bother replying. I genuinely don't see or fathom people's mentality sometimes. But as I say, I just wanted to say thank you for all of those who actually watch the channel for the positive reasons, and who actually will sit there and watch a full 1 hour, 2 hour vlog and don't just jump to a part where you see something and then you're like, okay. You actually hear a whole backstory. Once again, thank you for everyone in the comments as always. Your girl is very behind on comments, please. I've been saying this probably for the past year, I've been behind on comments, but I feel like I just need a break. I feel like we need a month off. A month off just replying to comments and emails, catching up with everyone. I feel like I'm taking a month off. I need to reply back to everyone. But yeah, we will get there. But as I say, it was just a little impromptu video because I thought there has been a little bit of controversy on the channel and a lot of you guys have stuck around, and it was just a little thing to say thank you. And also, you get the first glimpse of St Lucia. I mean, you probably can't see much because it's a very similar setup to last year, and at the minute you're balancing on a suitcase because I didn't bring my big tripod. But we are plodding along. We are on day 3 of the holiday today. No, day 4 today. Oh my god, day 4. And we have a street party tonight. Yep, Dan is getting me out of the complex at night time.
Yep.
And it's a national holiday, and the street parties are apparently wild, so that's going to be an experience. We have boat parties coming up. We've got zip lining booked. So excited for that, guys. You know, like zip lining is that's my thing I look for. We did look for scuba diving. They don't do scuba diving, unfortunately, here, but it doesn't matter. We found some other bits and bobs to do. And yeah, St Lucia's going good. I feel like the vlogs will be going up 2nd or 3rd week of October. Once we're back, I'll edit them all up, but there may be like 1 a week, just giving like sneak peeks. I've got this. I'm going to do my Hello October here. We're going to have Reading Your Confessions. I've not even looked at them, but there's been quite a few sent through, so I'm actually looking forward to like screenshot them. Me and Dan are going to film that when it's like on a messy day, when maybe we're a little bit tipsy. Dan will be probably behind the camera laughing his head off like he was at the log cabin, and I will be reading them. And then we also have our mukbang, which could potentially be a room service night.
Yeah.
And again, Dan will be behind the camera, but I've said out on the thing if you had any questions for the pair of us, look over on the emails if you're part of that, or I think the Instagram post may have lapsed by now, but you can always get involved. I'm sure there'll be plenty more when Dan will be behind the camera getting involved as well. But yes, guys, if you did enjoy this little impromptu video, let me know. As always, if you did enjoy it, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe down below, and leave me a comment. How long have you been with us? And have you seen any of the comments, or how would you deal with the comments? That's why I like to see how other people would deal with it. But take care, stay safe as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!